Alright, maybe we can get this video done this time. I've shot a few of these already. I didn't like the way they came out. This is the warranty replacement ZDP-189 Delica. Go ahead and talk about how my warranty experience went. So those of you that watched the other videos, the quick recap is I got the knife. I was going to do a 30 days of ZDP with it. I went to carry it the first day, broke down a couple boxes, and the edge was completely dull. So I sharpened it. Had no reason to think anything was going on, but I went ahead and cut some more with it just to see how it would do. At about 10 feet in, you could start to see damage on the apex, and by 40 feet, it was just completely wrecked. Did that 8, 9, 10, I don't remember. I did a lot of times, and it never got past 50 feet. So I sent it in. You guys saw that video. It was maybe 10, 11 days after I sent it in, I heard back from the warranty department. And they asked me if they could send the knife to research and development for further testing. I said, absolutely. She talked to me about a replacement knife, but I asked a whole lot of questions, and I know now that I could have gotten a replacement a long time ago. But like I said, I started asking her a bunch of questions, and we moved on to other topics. I asked that they share the results of what they found with me, and that was it. I didn't hear anything for another 6 or 7 weeks. I was at work one day. I'm about to go home. It says I have a new voicemail. I listen to it, and it is Eric Lesser from Spyderco. I called back and left a message, and that was a Friday. The following Monday, I heard from his assistant, and he let me know that Eric was out of town, and he would give me a call when he got back. So the following Monday, I get a call from Eric Lesser. And he asked me different things like, how did I notice that what was I doing when I noticed the knife was going dull fast? Told him I was breaking some boxes down, then I started sharpening it and cutting cardboard with it. He asked me how I sharpen, what I sharpen with, and how I did the testing that all did not go very well with the other sample. He then talked to me about the results that they got. And he started out, he said they put my actual knife in the edge retention machine. I believe they have a catcher machine. I'm not positive. But they did edge retention on it, and he said it did about what ZDP has done for them in the past. And I'll say this up front, I have no reason to disbelieve anything they told me. And that comes to the next part. He said they did cut it up after that and send it out to a couple labs for analyzing to see if there was any zinc or any other contaminants in it. He had all the paperwork. He let me know exactly what they found. And they did not find any zinc in the steel. I talked to Kurt some more about it, and perhaps that's why the 4 PMI scans after the first 2 that showed zinc didn't show anything. Kurt did Rockwell test the other knife 6 times, and it was high 63 and a whole bunch of 64 and like 64.1. Eric told me they also did Rockwell testing on the blade, and they got 64 HRC also. So this is another verification for Kurt that the numbers he gets are exactly what other people are getting as well. Eric then went on to tell me that sometimes even though they tested the knife and everything seemed to be fine, sometimes you just get a lemon. And anyone that had a concern like that, he would look into it and try to figure out what was wrong. He then asked me, did I want he asked me, well, I don't want to jump ahead. He asked me how my replacement knife was doing, and I said I hadn't gotten one yet. He then asked me, did I want to pick something around the same value, or did I want the same knife? And after he told me everything about the testing, I understand that I bought a knife. I was at I didn't have the knife anymore. But at the same time, I sent it in. He had the paperwork to back up that there was nothing wrong with the knife whatsoever. I just wasn't sure I was going to feel comfortable taking a replacement knife. We talked for a few more minutes, and he happened to mention that if I took another ZDP Delica, it would be from the same batch of knives. That's when I decided that it would be a good idea to get one, test it, and see how it did. I understand how large production knife making works. They run batches. How many they run at a time, I don't know. I can tell you this is from the same batch. It has same date codes and everything on the new box as the old box that I still have as well. Eric then asked me to let him know, good or bad, how this knife did for me, which brings us up to date. I did get this about a week ago. I did use the factory edge. I cut over 100 feet of cardboard with it. It did fine. It still cut paper. I sharpened it. I cut close to 300 feet of cardboard with the first edge and sharpened it again, which leads me to where we are right now. I'm going to go ahead and use this second edge up today, all in one shot. I have plenty of cardboard saved up at work to break down and put in the recycle dumpster. I'll probably I'm going to cut until it quits. I have easily a couple thousand feet of cardboard waiting for me to tear up here at work. So I'm going to go ahead and use up the second edge and put a third edge on it again. Then I'm going to carry it and use it and see how it does. I will get around to edge retention testing this, and that will be within the next 2 weeks. So that brings us up to speed on the warranty claim. I've had other warranty claims with Spyderco. I know there's some bad out there about it, but everyone I've had with them so far has all been positive. The last warranty claim I had before this was my bento box Para 3 M390, and I sent it out. 8 days later, I had the knife fixed back in my hands. Was a great experience that time also. They email you tracking when it ships. Each time I've sent something in, someone's actually called me and let me know that it was fixed and everything was coming back. This is the first time I got a replacement knife for one that I sent in. And like I said earlier, I know now I could have gotten a replacement knife a long time ago within about 2.5 weeks of sending this off. So, all positive Spyderco warranty experience. You guys will be seeing more of this. But for now, that's all I have. I appreciate your time, and thanks for watching.